This is really glad you're a part of it tonight. Um, I want to remind everybody to stay the course and in your life. Find your true north. Discover um discover who you are. Uh, Go down into the basement of your soul. Tap into your greatness. Discover your dreams, your passions, your and when they discovered the trip to the moon, when they were going to the moon, guys, they changed course thousands of times. They made thousands of alterations, and sometimes we battle discouragement. Things don't necessarily go the way we would like them to go. There's something new that we have to learn. There's um, there's a uh, new discovery around the bend. Um, and I just want you all to recognize that you have divine power. There is nobody with your smile, nobody with your laugh, nobody with your perseverance, nobody with your drive, nobody with your goals, nobody with your sorrows, nobody with your joy, nobody with your pain, nobody with your pleasure, nobody with the things that make you tick. You are incredibly unique the way you are. You are a spiritual being with immense power. Now that's something for me to shout about, to be reminded that I am a spiritual being with immense power. So many times we look on the external and where we are in the external world, and it's the internal world that's the difference. And when you set your internal clock, for instance, a lot of people can't figure out why they earn a certain amount of money, why they do what they do, why things seem to work for them and or work for others and not for them. It's because we have an internal thermostat, we have an internal cybernetics mechanism, we have an internal compass, if you will, and that compass is it's calibrated. You ever seen that in your car? If you hit a setting, it says calibrating, and then it wants you to turn around in circles a couple of times in your car. I just did that with mine the other day. I pushed a button, the wrong button, and it was for the compass, and I didn't know I was going to calibrate it. And it said calibrating, and it wanted me to drive around in a parking lot a couple of times and do like a figure eight, so it would calibrate the compass. And maybe sometimes you feel like you're going around in circles and it feels like it's a figure eight, and it's your compass, your internal compass calibrating. See, the in the Bible we read that well, I'm just going to go to it. I heard a very interesting passage in the Bible, um, and it was out of James. Let me just actually let me go with the message. I'm going to go with the Message Bible because it's just a very clear. Here we are. MNOP. There we are. And then we're going to go to, I want to go to James chapter 1. And he tells us, consider it a sheer gift. And this is in James chapter 1, verse 2. Consider it a sheer gift, friends, when tests and challenges come at you from all sides. You know that under pressure, your faith life is forced into the open and shows its true colors. So don't try to get out of anything prematurely. Let us do its work so that you become mature and well developed, not deficient in any way. You know, it was incredible to me that I was talking to a friend of mine from Africa that I just met, and he is in Somalia, I believe, or I think so. And the it went on. It We were talking about Joseph, and this just confirmed what I was telling him. There's something that is called sudden success, and I call it sudden success, but actually it's not sudden at all. It's over a period of time, but suddenly, as if out of nowhere, God can put you in the places and put you around the people and start bringing and attracting things into your life. As you stay the course, you're going to get help from above. If you think about it, um, it shows that your faith life is forced into the open and shows its true colors. So don't try to get out of anything prematurely. Let it do its work so that you become mature and well developed, not deficient in any way. Now that's powerful. Not deficient in any way. See, when I was talking to him, I said, if you would have read chapter 42 of Genesis and you would have read about Joseph and how he was put as the prime minister, he was made prime minister in a day with a spoken word. Pharaoh took off his ring and said, here's the ring. You are now my prime minister. And he gave him all authority in the whole land. And you would have said at that moment, man, that guy's lucky. That guy's lucky. But you wouldn't find, if you would have read on in Genesis chapter 37 about Joseph and how he was sold into slavery by his own family, how he was put into a pit, how he was sold into slavery, how he was made a slave in Potiphar's house, how he was falsely accused, how he was betrayed and rejected and forgotten, and how he was put into prison. So he was a slave and then he was put into prison. And for 13 years, actually 30 years of his life go by before he is placed in Pharaoh's court. And if he would have got out early, if he would have gone out early, if he would have been in too much of a hurry to get out of the prison, to get out of the slavery, to get out of the circumstance, he would not have been in the position. See, sometimes as we're going through life, sometimes we will get in a hurry to get out of the discipline or out of the furnace, and there is favor in the furnace, guys. There's favor in the furnace. And so Joseph stayed his course. He stayed true to his dream. He stayed believing that God was faithful, that infinite intelligence would bring him into where he needed to be, and it would be okay. And he could do all things. And so he held on to that compass. He held on to that internal compass. He took the calibration of calamity. He took the calibration of chaos and he allowed it to calibrate his compass and he allowed it to shape his true north. And so as he did that, all of a sudden, as if out of nowhere, his life was changed. His life was changed. And I think I need to go help my wife on the computer because she's talking to Alexa like normal individual. All right. Take care. God bless, guys.